call your manager because today we're gonna make a white lady. Now, a white lady is a classic sour cocktail, and today I'm going to show you how to make an easy, sophisticated, foamy, creamy white lady with all the things that you know and love. We're going to make this in our classic Boston glass with our shaker. We're going to need our Hawthorn strainer and our fine tea strainer, and we're always going to need to measure out our ingredients in our jigger. The ingredients we're going to use are a gin. Now, I much prefer to use a bolder gin when making gin cocktails like this. Something with a nice juniper backbone. You can have some nice heavier botanicals that come through. The Big River from Canberra in Australia has pepperberry, so it gives it a nice spice on the back palate and will help cut through a lot of the citrus flavors that we're going to add in. We're going to use lemon juice, and we're going to use our triple sec that we throw in. Again, you can use Cointreau. You can start experimenting if you want to feel a little bit naughty and cheeky with a dry curacao. But if you're going to do that, add a little bit more sugar because dry curaçaos by nature are a bit drier. It's in the name, don't forget it. Now, the last ingredients that we're going to do are something that we never really talk about here, le sugar, which is French for sugar, and then some Aquafaba. Aquafaba is your protein element. We're using it in this case to replace egg white. I don't know what feelings you have against egg white versus chickpea protein, but for me, I like going full vegan in this situation. If you have chickens and eggs just laying around the house, maybe you're a chicken farmer, use egg white. If you don't and you just want to make sure you pull back on a sustainability forefront, use Aquafaba. All it is the brine from a can of chickpeas, and then later you can use those chickpeas, make a hummus, and you're going to have cocktails and hummus. I'm never going to show you how to make hummus. That's on a different page. Now, to make this, we're going to start by making our citrus. We make that by cutting open a lemon and juicing it.
How do you make citrus?
Well, you may... I don't know. I'm not a scientist. But I know how to juice lemon. And so we're going to cut it open and we're going to juice into our jigger 30 mils of lemon juice. I'm almost sick of explaining that one lemon often makes enough citrus for one cocktail.
So done.
Okay, I won't then. But there we go. Oh, bang on. 30 mils of lemon juice chucked in our glass. Then we're going to grab 45 mils of our gin. We're using the Big River from Canberra. I love Canberra, it's where I'm from. Then we're going to grab 15 mils of triple sec or Cointreau or dry curacao, whatever tickles your fancy and taste buds. We're going to add 10 mils of sugar. I really struggle adding sugar to cocktails, but sometimes they need it. These classic cocktails often come from a time where people weren't so used to sugar, and so therefore a lot of these classic drinks pull back or restrain the amount of sugar in them, and so they're often quite dry and not really in line with modern palates. So always keep that in mind. We're going to add 20 mils of Aquafaba. And once you have all your ingredients in there, we're going to shake things up a little bit differently. We're going to shake things up in the world of shaking. We're going to do two shakes, a wet and a dry shake. A dry shake is there to start the emulsification process. We're going to put it through that first, and then once you've got all the creamy, foamy aeration into your drink, we're going to wet shake it with a whole heap of ice to chill it down and add that dilution that we know and love. So once you've got your ice, we're going to add 1 cube of ice into your mix. We're going to add this solely so we know how long it takes for us for the emulsification process to happen, and you can hear it as you shake. So seal it up, glass on top, tin on the bottom, and shake until you can't hear that rattle anymore. Oh, rattle. 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 The rattle's still there. And so you start noticing that the rattle starts disappearing. And that's when you've kind of whipped your cocktail and added enough aeration into it that you can crack open your tin, add the rest of the ice, and then seal your tin and glass back up again. And you just want to shake this to cool it down and add the dilution. So this is only a 15 to 20 minute shake. I always imagine it's going to get to a point where this slips out of my hand on camera and it's just going to cause devastation and pandemonium. Crack it open, strain it out of the glass, the remnants of your cocktail. Grab your glassware. In this case, we are using a large coupe. Grab your Hawthorn strainer and your fine strainer and pour your cocktail into the glass. You'll notice that the harder you shake, the better your head will be. And that's what it's all about, making sure you get good head. And that is it. That's your white lady. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. No need for your manager, we've got it.